Good morning, students. This is Dr. Dilbaz from Lalpur Khalsa College of Engineering, and today we are going to discuss another very useful and important topic, and the last topic of your discrete mathematics, or you can say graph theory also. It is a trees, and it is very useful. So let's start with the basic understanding of a tree. So tree, and everybody knows about the connected graph. Means if there is a circuit, but the circuit may be there or not, may not be there, but every vertex is connected with each other. So a connected graph that contain no circuit is known as a tree. Means if graph is connected but no circuit, then it is known as a tree. So it's better to discuss with the example. So here, if you will go through the definition of a tree, you have two conditions. One, it should be a connected, and other, it must has no cycle. Why? See these three examples. So vertex, no vertex is isolated, means every vertex is connected in these three cases. Okay, but no cycle is there. You can see cycle means if you have like that, this is a complete cycle. So no cycle is there. So this kind of a graph is known as a tree. Okay, so like these are the two examples is not a tree. Why? Because it contain B, C, D, B. So this is a cycle. So due to this cycle, this is not a tree. Okay. So if you will see this example, because it is not a connected, because in this graph, if you will see these two subgraph are not connected to each other. So mean this is a not a connected. So it contains disconnected component AB, which is not connected with that. Okay, so you must means this remark is very important. From the above definition, it is very much clear. It follows that tree is to be a simple graph, neither self loop nor parallel edge, because both are cycle. Okay, and tree, another note is there, a tree is said to be directed if every edge of a tree assign a direction, because if you will see these direction is not given from where to where you are going, but if you will see there is a tree. Now see, this is a tree, so direction is given. So see the direction from A to B, from A to C, from C to F, from B to E, from B to D. So due to this direction, that's why it is a directed tree. Otherwise it is known as a undirected. So now we have many important definition, because if you don't know about these definitions, you cannot proceed with the, even you cannot understand any question based on the tree. So first is the node or a vertex. It's very common, already we have discussed, but we have used here the terminology the node. Node or a vertex is the key component of a tree which stores information and can have one or more link for connected to other node. So all A, B, C, D, E, F, all are the nodes. Okay, all these are the nodes. The second is the edge, or you can say link. A directed line from one node to other node is the edge. Means this is edge AB. So it is known as AB, AC. So all these are edges. So already you are aware about the graph theory. So these things are very clear, very much easy to understand. Now see, next is the root. It is important. The vertex having in degree 0 means no vertex is coming toward that, and is the root of tree. The above, in above tree, A is the root, means from where the every edge is started, correct? The base vertex. Now another is the path. Path is basically, a path is a sequence of nodes from when we traverse from one node to another, when you will move from one node to other node, along the edge which connected them, each there means then it is a path. So path from A to F, they have given the example, path is from A to F, A comma C comma F, A comma C comma F. So this is path from A to F. Okay, so see, another is the level. Very important thing is there. Level of a node is the integer value that measure the distance of a node from the root. Correct? Root is at 0 level, means root has 0 level. The child, these are the child of a root are at level 1, means 1 level, and so on, means D is at level 2, E is also at level 2, and F is also at level 2. Okay, so we have finished up to level. Now see, another is the height. Height of the node is the length of the longest path from node to the leaf. Correct? So first you must know the leaf. These are the leaves from where you do not have any edge. Correct? So what is the height? Height of the node is the longest path from the node to the leaf. All the leaves are at 0, height 0. Means the height of D, E and F is 0. The height of the root is the height of the tree. In above, you can say below, height of D, E, F is 0. Very much clear. And height of BC is 1. Height of BC is 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. And the height of A is 2. Height of A is 2, 1 and 2. Correct. Now the next is the depth. The depth of the node is the length of the path from the node to the root of the tree. Root has 0 depth. Okay. So in the above tree, the depth of A is 0, depth of B, very much clear, depth of the node is the length of the path from the node to the root of the tree. Like you have a D, so depth is 1, 2. So D, E, F has a depth 2. Now another important thing is the rooted tree. Okay, so a rooted tree is the directed tree, direction must be given, which contain a unique vertex R such that in degree of R is 0. Means there must be a vertex which has in degree, not a degree. Degree of D is also 0, degree of E is also 0, in degree. Correct? So out degree of D is 0, out degree of E is 0. So the rooted tree means if it has a root, the simple wording, if it has a root. So what is the condition of a root? Root means there must be a vertex R, like here is A, whose in degree no vertex comes toward that node. So root is there, then it is a rooted. Okay, so here rooted tree with root A, very much clear. Okay, now next is another very important definition. It is parent and offspring. Parent means if you have a X and Y is an directed edge, like you have a to C, means this is A to C, this is the edge, is called the parent. X is called, A is called the parents, here the X is called the parents of Y and Y is called offspring of X. Correct? So A is known as a parent. A is a parent of C and C is the offspring of A. So root of tree has no parent, because very much clear. And whereas every other node has unique parent. Correct? Parent can have several offspring. 100%. A is a parent of B and C, but B has a parent only A. C has a parent only A. Correct? Parent is always unique. This is very important. Offspring is also called a child or a son. Correct? So this is important. Child means offspring is also known as a child or a son. In the above tree, A in the above tree, the parent B and C, parent of B and C, very much clear, is A. A is a parent of B and C, and B has two offspring D and E. Okay, so another is the leaf. A node, already I have discussed about it, but you must go through the definition. A node having no offspring. So D has no offspring, means out degree is 0. No edge is moving from that vertex is known as a leaf. So D, E, F are the leaves of. Leaf is also called the external or terminal node. Okay, so next is the sublinks. Sublink means two nodes having the same parents. Like D and E have the same parent, they are sublink. Okay, similarly B and C has the same parent, then B and C are the sublink to each other, or you can say sublink of A. Okay, interior node means a node having at least one child is known as interior node, means B is the interior, C is the interior. Okay, so another important, we have many important definitions. Okay, so let me draw the graph here, so it's better to understand. You have A, this is B, this is C, correct? Then you have a D, you have a E, you have a F, correct? So these directions are given. Now another important is the ancestor. Ancestors of the vertices other than the root of the vertex in the depth from the root to this vertex. Very example, when you will give the example, then you will understand clearly. Ancestor of D are, means ancestor of D are B and A, correct? So ancestor of a vertex other than the root are the vertices, because A's do not have any ancestor. Okay, means in the path you will take, means from A to D, if you will take path, the number of vertices are known as the ancestor. Ancestor of D are B and A. So descendants of a vertex are those vertices which has V as an ancestor. So descendant of B, this B are D and E, correct? Means whose B is the ancestor. Okay, so descendants of B are D and E, whose B is a ancestor. Very easy to understand. So subtree, if A is any vertex in a tree and subtree with A as its root be the subgraph of a tree, okay, so consist of A and its descendants are all as incident to these descendants. Very simple in the given graph. So you can take this as a subtree of B. So you can take this another, if you will disconnect, you have this is another subtree. So I hope you understand about the subtree. Okay, now see, so what is the next? Next is forest. A forest is undirected graph whose components all are tree, means all the components, direction is not given, you don't know from where you are going, everywhere is tree. Okay, now the next is very important, very important. It is binary tree. So let T is the tree and say T is n tree, or you can say n array tree. Okay, if every vertex has an offspring, and in a particular, if it is very important, every vertex has at most n minus sorry, n offspring. So it is better to show. So this is 3 array tree, means maximum to maximum 3. So this vertices has 3 offspring. This vertex 2 is okay. It's saying that they are saying maximum to maximum. It is not compulsory everyone has means 3 3 3. Okay, so this has 3, some has 2. Okay, so this is 3 array tree. Okay, another, so in the binary tree, if n is equal to 2 means maximum, in particular if n is 2, then tree is known as a binary. So if every vertex has maximum to maximum 2 subs offspring, then it is known as a binary tree. So this is the example of binary tree. Maximum to maximum 2, not exactly 2. Okay, 0, it may has 0 also because leaf will be there. So this has 0. Okay, so it is binary tree. Now next see. Now we are going to discuss the properties of the tree. So we have 5 properties of the tree. So we will discuss one by one. These are the remarks, also very useful property. So one is property. We are not going to discuss their proof, but properties are important. There is one and only one path between every pair of vertex in a tree. So you can take any, means there is one and only one path between every pair of vertex. You can take any 2 vertices like this and this, only one path. This and this, there is only one path, no 2 paths. This and this, 1 2 3, only one path. Means in a tree, one and only one path is there between any pair of vertices. Very much clear from, you can take any example. This was the property number 1. So property number 2 is also related to the same thing. What is the property number 2? If in a graph there is one and only one path between every pair of vertex, then it is a tree. Very simple. Okay, it is just a reverse of that one. Now this is very interesting. A tree with n vertices has n minus 1 edge. You can give the example. We have 0 edge. Correct? How many vertices? 1 vertices. So number of edges 1 minus 1, 0. Okay. How many vertices? Vertices are 2. So 2 minus 1, 1 edge. Okay. 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. So how many edge? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. How many vertices? 2. So very simple. Correct? So this property, I think it is clear. Now, before taking the next property, we must know this definition. This definition is minimally connected graph. Okay, a connected graph is said to be a minimally connected if removal of any edge from it disconnect the graph. Okay, so you can remove any edge, you will get the disconnected graph. So let us suppose you have this edge. So you can take any edge. You can take this edge, remove this edge, or this edge, or this edge, or this edge, or this edge. Graph will be disconnected. So this kind of are the minimal connected graphs. Okay. So they have given 2 examples, not a single example, 2 examples. So this is a one graph. If you will break, there will be disconnected. This disconnected, disconnected, disconnected. Okay. So fourth property is similar related to that. If a graph is a tree if and only if it is minimal connected. Otherwise it is not a tree. If and only if it is important, if and only if it is minimal. If it is minimally connected, then it will be a tree. Correct? The property number 4th. Okay, a graph has n vertices, n minus 1 edges. Already we have discussed in the property number, I think there is a result, property number 3. Now, no circuit is connected. Okay, there is another condition. So very easy, you need not to have any kind of worry. So these are the some remarks, means 5 different but equivalent definition of a tree. Like G is connected and has no circuit. This is a definition. G is connected, n minus 1 edge. G is n minus 1 edges, no circuit is there. There is exactly one path between every pair of vertices, and G is minimally collected. All these are equivalent to each other. All these are the definition of a tree. Correct? So I hope you understand. Today we have discussed all the important definition of a tree, and we have discussed all the properties of the tree. So in the next lecture we will discuss some important results, and we will take some questions also, and I think I will take 2-3 more, approximately 2 lectures to complete the syllabus. I hope you understand today lecture. Thank you very much.